It's animal time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at the Nendoroid number 1615. It's Hamtaro. You know me, I don't really collect Nendoroids. However, whenever there's a character that just fits oh so perfectly into the line, I tend to get it. And with Hamtaro, you know, it's kind of like, it's almost like an iconic character. It's one of these anime characters that a lot of people know had like a cutesy little fun series, which I did see some bits and parts of it. I'm not like a hardcore fanboy, but it's such an iconic design. It's so cute and it fits oh so well into the Nendoroid line. So let's have a look at it. Boy oh boy, even for Nendoroid, this guy's tiny. How tiny? Well, let's have a look. Stands at about 2 and 4, almost 5 inches tall. And for your centimeters, that means we are going up to 6 centimeters. Size comparisons. Here's Jalter, Nendoroid Pokemon Trainer Red, Figure Arts Mini Sailor Jupiter, NECA Michelangelo, the SH Figure Arts Krillin, and Darkseid. Overall look in detail, it's Hamtaro and it's tiny. Now, I remember Hamtaro to be a lot fatter, but that was from the early 2000s anime show. So, you know, apparently this one's supposed to be based on a manga, but I couldn't tell you which manga because I'm pretty sure there's many iterations of it. And if you want to be like, oh, Payne, you're reviewing something and you don't even know the story of the source material, I don't care. I just saw Hamtaro and I was like, I want it. Anyway, look in detail of it. Yes, it does have the look, it does have the design, it has the charm, it has the feeling of the anime design of the character. Well, anime, manga, whatever. It has the Japanese flair because like I looked up some pictures of like the very early Hamtaro, which looks a lot different. Anyway, so we got this version, which is absolutely the one I want. Big eyes, some whiskers on the side, and puffy cheeks. We got puffy cheeks, but that's for later. Got the little nose on there. Everything is painted nicely, molded very well. Looks cute. The ears with a little bit of fur inside of it. Orange is nice and vibrant. Also orange on this side with the puffy hair in the ear. Nice attention to detail. You got the white on this side. A little bit of tufted up hair on the top of the hat, and then he has the tiny feet, which by the way doesn't really stand on it obviously, but you do get the classic Nendoroid stand. You got the one dot in the back and his little bit of a ratty tail, and the paws with the pink in the front and the white on the arms. And that's really it for the design. Obviously there's not much more to it. What this figure also doesn't have much to it is the articulation, but it is an Nendoroid. If you're not familiar with it, this figure is all about interchangeable parts, so the basic figure itself can be somewhat unraveling, but however, I feel like the articulation is, I guess, alright. The problem with it is they really didn't leave any room, and it couldn't really, otherwise it would look weird. I always go back to the Kirby figure where they had the magnets, so you could rotate everything around, like the arms and the feet. I wish they would have done that here, at least for the head, because overall it's just on a peg with a ball hinge in there, as you can tell. So it doesn't really do anything unless you really pull it out. Then you can move it forward, but then the head also comes apart. So it really just has a little bit of back and forth. Does also tilt side to side, but you do have to pull it out for that, even getting there. Also the hands, they are just on pegs with a ball in there. So you do have some rotation in it, but it does leave a gap pretty much immediately. Also the feet can be rotated. I think they're just pegged in. What? They're also on ball pegs. Let's see. It's also ball pegs. So you do have a little bit of wiggle motion as well with that, but you know, the feet, it doesn't really matter with that. I feel like just rotating them is enough because you're never gonna have him stand on the feet on its own because his butt, his behind is a little bit too heavy for that, and the feet are tiny and will never carry him. But again, you got the base, which we'll have a look at right now. Now for the accessories, this is the important part of any Nendoroid review, but also you can also swivel the front of his hand, the front of his paw, for the articulation. I noticed that because you have other paws. First and foremost, you have this one paw, which is holding on to a sunflower seed, nicely painted. It looks good, a little bit shiny. Good job. And also, it's connected to it. You can rotate it a little bit around. What is it? Am I breaking it? No, there's actually peg in there. So you could take this off and maybe you have something else you want to peg it. Speaking of sunflower seeds, you have an entire pile of it. You know, if you have the munchies. A little bit of issues with the paint there, but really, really small. It does look solid overall when it comes to paint, which I feel like is important because, you know, there's not that much else going on with the figure. You got a sunflower. Same thing, it looks good, nice and bright, and is it also a little bit brighter in the back than in the front? Nah, it's just me. But still, you could, no, you can't really rotate it around, I'm trying, but don't break it off. And also, obviously, you get a hand for that, a paw for that, which is too small, but it has a hole and it's gone, and I'll never find it back. Then you have two more faces, interchangeable. You got the smiling expression and the puffed out cheeks, which unfortunately, the paint isn't so good on that one. What happened there? Like everything has been nice so far. Well, this one also seems to be a little bit off the line, kind of weird. Anyway, so we got these, and you have an entirely different body with different arms, which you can also rotate, and also the paws you can rotate. Actually, can you rotate the arms? Yes, you can rotate that on both sides. You do have the exact same ball hinge with the pack. In the neck area, does the tail actually move around? I haven't tried this one out. I do not believe, unless it's frozen, but tail is not movable. And the feet over here also movable, so you can also still completely interchangeable if you want to. You can pull this one out, this arm out, and put the other one on there. So you do have the option of having sitting, and you do also get some a little bit of extra hands with just like, what is this supposed to be? I guess like a peace sign? Yeah, that's kind of funny. Here's something I talked about a lot. There's the base, which has a couple of hinges, can be packed into any hole over here, and then just goes into the back of the figure. Easier said than done. Tight fit, but it works, so you can display them however you want. Final thoughts, and this figure is a great representation of the character in general. Comes with some cool accessories. However, the main problem I have with this, like, they really didn't engineer it cleverly to make a lot of articulation happening. And I know it's an Nendoroid. However, on the flip side, also, this figure costs, like, in Japan, it costs around 40 bucks. So you have to import it and blah, 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 blah. So you're probably gonna pay around 50 to 60 or maybe even more for this. And that's quite a bit. So overall, you know, there's no inherent problem with the figure. I like it. It has a great look, and the paint job is amazing. Although I had a little trouble. I wanted to get the smiling face on, and I couldn't really do it. So I ran out of patience anyway. But all I'm saying is this figure looks cool, and if you want a Hamtaro, you definitely can't go wrong with it. But at the price point, I cannot really 100% recommend it. I would say it's good for fans, and if you're a nostalgia junkie like me, if you're a fan of the old school show, go out and get it. But for everybody else, I feel like this is not really a must-have. And again, price point for such a very small figure is debatable, but still, you know, if you have fun with it, you have fun with it. That's it. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Hamtaro wants.